Hello. So there's not going to be a happy ending to this one, I don't think. This is the most recently picked up GE box fan. This is a 50s one, and I got it for $10. I had high hopes that it was going to be clean up nice and be a good runner. As soon as I get into it, the blades came off easy. I thought I was going to have trouble with that, but they came off, so I decided to start getting the box emptied out, get everything out of it. The switch plate was fairly easy to take off. There's that nut that was under the thermostat switch. That came off fairly easily, and the plate is just clipped on there. One side of the clip, one clip on the one side is broken, which I noticed earlier. It came off okay, and then I began inspecting the switch plate, getting a plan in my head of how to rewire this thing, because I figured I was going to have to rewire it. Someone had wire taped some of the wiring, and it looked like maybe they'd cut the wiring. But as I inspected this, I began to figure out that there's some frayed wiring. There's some issues with the condition of this. Something definitely happened to this fan, and it looks like the wiring might have got caught up in the blades. There's also some evidence inside the switch box, as you can see, that this might have shorted out at some point. There's definitely some evidence of some burning right in there where the wires come through, as you can see. So that's a little scary and terrifying. There's some exposed wire there, as you can see. Somehow this ran without electrocuting me or the guy I bought it from. You can see that wire is not very focused, but yeah, that was covered up with electrical tape. So something bad happened to this thing, so I just decided to cut the switch out of the box fan. I tried to mark it as best I could. Power cord, reverse switch, and then the head wire. But then I realized that I hadn't paid any attention to what wire was going to go where. So I made a little diagram and I tried to mark up the wires. Looks like it's a stranded 18 or 16 gauge. So it should be easy enough. At this point, I'm thinking it should be easy enough to deal with. At that point, I was able to get everything else out of the case. The motor unscrewed fine out of there. The motor's really heavy and pretty darn greasy. The original plates on the back doesn't appear to have ever been removed. One of the blades is dented. Definitely something happened to this fan. And as of yet, I haven't really noticed what you're about to see. And so stay tuned. The motor is toast, I think. Check it out. Okay, so this fan could be a total wash. This could be totally garbage. This is why. There seems to be a burnt area on the outside where these filament deals are. Here. It's a little hard to see, but that's definitely black and burnt. And if we look carefully, I also can see over here. See those? Those are a little out of place. I don't know what they're doing all the way over there. But none of the other wire areas, these windings, look like that. The windings themselves don't look to be burnt, but there's definitely, you can see it. See that? Now, I don't know what that is, but it looks bad. So let me know what you think of that. Yeah, I don't know. That's pretty crazy. So I don't know if this is a candidate, if I should even go any further with this thing. It might be a parts machine. So let me know what you think. Does that look really scary? It sure don't look too good to me. So let me know what you think of that. Alright, so here's the questionable area I was talking about. Here, and a little bit there. Now it does look like these were melted together at the factory, but it shouldn't look like that, right? Here are the two wires that I was talking about that look like they're sort of out of place. So there's that, and now let's flip it over. Alright, so now here we are looking at the back of the motor, and again, we've got some very dark colored areas. Here you can see the different colored wires that GE put in. There's your head wire, and all leads to that. But is that burnt or is that just grime? So again, we're looking at this and we're trying to decide if this is just grimy or if whatever that is burnt right there. And there's some oil on there. I mean, that looks like... But here, we've got some exposed brass wire there, clearly, right here. So what do you think of this motor? Is this just the most terrifying friggin' motor you ever saw? Does this look like it's done? Should I keep moving forward with it? Do you only go by the tests? If it tests okay, what do you think about this? I really like this fan, but I'm not sure about this motor. Yikes, huh? So that's where we're at with this thing. Let me know what you think. Thank you. Oi, you sure looks like toast to me there, laddie. Any thoughts you have on any of that kind of stuff is really appreciated, and thanks to all you cats that have been helping out so far. And shout out to number 5 up in North Jersey there. Number 5, Dr. Don't. Hey, whatever. Say the thing that you say to the people and then say it.